missing someone. Love is all you want.
Hi guys, welcome to French Fluent. So today we are going to see chapter 5 and two other very interesting updates about my channel. So I have a lot of things to share about my channel, so I have decided to make a special video of my channel, maybe a small Q&A kind of thing. So in that Q&A I'll be revealing my face. Okay, so many of you have been asking for my face reveal. Of course, like when I record the video itself, and when you're seeing the video itself, you would have noticed my face many times, but then proper face though I have to reveal, right? So I've decided to do that. And like my studying routine and everything, my school is basically my school life. I'm in 12th grade and it's very hectic for me. CBSE has messed up my life. They have included they've made two exams for me, two board exams, and one is in October, which or November, which is just 1 month away. And I'm literally struggling because all these days online classes were happening. I couldn't understand anything, like all of you, I mean many of you would have. So I'm just trying to help myself, and all these pre boards and everything is happening, so I'm in a lot of problems right now. So that's why I am not able to make many videos. But I always wanted to take a break from all that, and I always wanted to upload something fun on YouTube. So if you guys like let some questions down in the comments, I would love to answer them. That would be a very small video. Now you don't ask how come you have time to pull that off. It's just that I'm doing it for the sake of myself, because I also need some mental peace, right? And this fun thing will give me a lot of joy, so I'm just planning to do that. And yeah, after that I don't know when I'll be uploading videos also, because continuously I'll be having exams. So I just want to take a break before that, and I want to like record a small fun session. And I also want to tell about some things of my channel, because I don't think I'll be able to upload more, especially in the month of November, December. Maybe after my term 1 exams get over, I'll be uploading a lot of things. So right now I'm a little bit very busy and stagnant, but your comments are literally driving me. Like actually I have an exam tomorrow, but without studying for that, I mean I studied, but then like I still have to study more. But I need to complete this because somebody's having an exam on 25th. So that's why I decided to pull this off. Anyways, I've been delaying it constantly, so let's just get into the video. And this is a Q&A video. I mean, not this this is not this this is not a Q&A video. uh, Leave your questions below in the comments of this video, and I'll be answering all those questions in a video, in the next video. Okay, so basically I'll be making a Q&A video soon. So leave your comments, leave your questions in the comments today, and then I'll be answering them in the next video. Okay, so yeah, and face reveal will also be there. So right now again I'm not going to show my face. So who all have been waiting for that, please wait more. I will show my face very very soon in this video when I'm doing my Q&A. All right, so yeah, so now what are we going to do? Bon voyage. Okay, Bon Voyage is chapter number 5, page number 42 on my book. It looks like this. There's a girl packing. It's not a girl, it's a woman. She's packing some clothes. Okay, this is the page. So, anyways, let's just start because I've already taken 5 minutes. So, I think I just have to start. Alright. So, take your book out. Please take your own book out. Don't look at the screen. If I'm just doing it in case you miss out on something. Okay, so just try and just listen to me, and as I'm reading, just move your fingers on your book, and you also read from your textbook. Okay, so La Famille Lavigne means the Lavigne family, the family of Lavinia. Lavinia is like a family name, like how we in India we have Sharmas, Varmas, the Sharmas, the Varmas, the Guptas, right? So all their surnames would be ending in Gupta, like Ravi Gupta, Ram Gupta, and all that. So that's why their entire family's name will be called the Guptas. Have you seen outside the houses they keep these like what do you call, I don't know, house plates, right? Home plates, whatever, the name plates, I'm sorry. There they'll be written the Guptas, very beautiful, beautifully. Some people actually get it customized and get it very beautifully done and hang it outside their houses. So yeah, that is like that. So they have a family name, La Famille Lavigne. So the Lavigne family, or the Lavigne par pour Lion. Par, P-A-R-T, comes from the verb partir, P-A-R-T-I-R. Partir is an IR verb, and it's irregular, and it means to go out, okay? To go, basically. Par means to go, okay? No, sorry, ale means to go. Oh, sorry, yeah. Par means actually to leave. I'm so sorry. Partir means to leave. Okay, make a note. Partir means to leave. Alright, I've written you. So, par pour Lyon. Pour means for. Lyon. Lyon is a city. I did this lesson in, I did chapter 4. If you guys haven't seen it, see it. There, Lyon, you will see it's a city just like Paris. Lyon is also in France. It is just like a city. Just like Paris, it is a city in France. Okay, Lyon, Lyon. Remember it. It's very important. Comes in future. Okay. So Monsieur M. Lavigne. M. Dot Lavigne means, M stands for Monsieur. Okay. M stands for Monseaeur. Monsieur means Mr. I think my marker is not good. I'll just get it changed soon. So yeah, Monsieur means M stands for Monsieur. What does MME stand for? M-M-E and dot, and then the name will be here. So MME stands for Mademoiselle. 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 Okay. So that's Mademoiselle, and this is Monsieur, and that is just written as M dot. Mademoiselle is MME dot. Okay. Monsieur Lavigne a téléphone à son beau-frère pour annoncer leur arrivée. Monsieur Lavigne a téléphone. A téléphone. Telephone means to telephone, to call, basically, to make a call, to telephone. And why is there a before it? See, basically in this lesson and in this paragraph itself, wherever there is pink highlight, wherever it is highlighted in pink, right, those are past tense. Okay, now I've taught past tense in on my channel. Please check it out. So yeah, I've taught past tense, and in that I told you very briefly, I'll tell here again, that there will be something called an auxiliary verb. Okay, I'll just get auxiliary verb. It can be avoir or être, and then there will be a past participle. So here, what is the auxiliary? A is the auxiliary. It is avoir, and telephone is the participle. See my past tense video, you will understand better. Okay, and in this entire lesson, in the grammar part especially, you have a very, very important past tense. Okay. Téléphoner à son beau-frère. Okay, I'll just get my marker and come back to you. Okay, so what is written over here? Beau-frère, right? So what is, wait, first let's just decode one by one. Monsieur Lavigne a téléphone. A téléphone is past tense. So just telephone, Monsieur Lavigne telephone means call. Here it is past tense, right? Because you can see a auxiliary over here. So that is past tense. This indicates that it is past tense. So it is called. Okay. So Monsieur Lavigne, Mr. Lavigne called a son beau-frère. A means to. Son beau-frère. Beau-frère. What does this mean? Now you guys will just see this. Okay, let me just erase this so that now you guys know the topic's name and all, right? So yeah, let me just write down what is beau-frère. What is beau? You guys would say, ma'am, beau means handsome, and frère means brother. Okay, now beau-frère means handsome brother, right? Now you guys would be saying this only, but actually no. Here there is a, if you just write it like this, yes, you're right, handsome brother. But if you notice in the text, there's a hyphen. So if there's a hyphen, it doesn't mean handsome brother. Okay, I know your brother might be very handsome, but if there's a hyphen, don't infer it. Don't think that this is handsome brother. This means brother-in-law. In-laws, you know, your in-laws means your husband's brother, something like in-laws. You guys know that relation, right? So brother-in-law. So how do we write sister-in-law? Don't write bo sir. Bo sir is not the right thing. Again, you have to write bell and sir. But if you forget the hyphen, this means beautiful sister. So don't forget the hyphen. Very, 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 very important. Okay, don't forget the hyphen. So if the small hyphen also changes the meaning of the word, right? If this hyphen is not there, means you will think it is beautiful sister. If it is there, if the hyphen is there, you have to know that this means sister-in-law, and brother-in-law means beau-frère. So here he is calling to his brother-in-law. Saw means his brother-in-law. Okay. Pour annoncer. Pour means what? For. Annoncer means announce. You can make out. It means to announce. Leur arrive. Leur means there. All these pronoun and all you learn. Okay. Possessive. What is this? Possessive, right? Yeah. Leur arrive. Leur means there. Arrive. Arrive means arrival. Okay. This is the noun form. Noun form means arrive is the verb, and that means to arrive. Arrival is arrive. Okay, this means arrival. This is to arrive. This is the verb form. This is the noun form. Okay, noun means a thing, no? So yeah. Okay, so now what he is doing? He is calling his brother-in-law to announce their arrival, that they are coming there to Lyon. Okay, so Lavinia. No, it's here. Mademoiselle Lavinia. Okay, you can say Madame Lavinia also. Madame, M-M-E, right? Madame Lavinia a fait une petite valise. Now remember, it's all past tense. So a fait means made. Fait, F-A-I-T, comes from the verb faire. And it means to do or to make. Okay, to make or to do. And here it is past tense. So he made, she made. Okay, she did or she did. Madame Lavinia, what she did? She did une petite valise. She faire une petite valise. Now une petite valise. Une valise, V-A-L-I-S-E. Une valise means suitcase. Une petite valise means, petite means what? Small. It's an adjective. It's just saying more about the valise. I mean, valise means what? Suitcase. It's telling more about the suitcase. So petite means small. So it is a small suitcase. She makes a small suitcase. If you translate in English, you would think that she's making it. Actually no, basically it means she's packing a suitcase. Okay, here they use fair expressions. So she makes a small suitcase means she doesn't create it. She makes it means what? She's just arranging it. She's just packing it basically. Okay, so you underline this and write packs a small suitcase. See, all this I did in my 8th standard. I still have the book very safely with me, and even now when I open the book, I'm able to recall. So it will really help you when you guys underline and write above it in small font. Okay, or take a paper like this, attach it, and whatever words you don't know, just write them down and then just write their meanings over here. Like that, I've done this also. Okay, and I've done this in 8th grade. That is like literally 4 years ago. So it's going to be very helpful for you for your exams and stuff. Okay, elle fait une petite valise avec ses vêtements et des vêtements de son mari. Avec means with. Ses vêtements. Vêtements means what? V-E-T-E-M-E-N-T-S. Vêtements means clothes. Underline and write. With her clothes. Ses clothes means, ses vêtements means her clothes. Her. Say is that pronoun. Okay, learn that. Her clothes and. A means what? And. Des vêtements de son mari. And the clothes, the means what? Of son mari. Mari means Mari, M-A-R-I. Mari means husband. Le mari. What is the meaning of, how do you say wife? You go and search it on YouTube. On the internet, you will find out. Okay, husband means le mari. Wife ka meaning you search. That's like your homework. Okay, if you don't know, just tell me in the comment section. I'll tell you. Anyways, the son mari. Okay, M-A-R-I. Don't write E. Okay, M-A-R-I. Le mari. D'abord means first of all. Okay, first of all. Elle a mis les jupes. Elle a mis. Me comes from mettre. It is the past tense of mettre here. So mettre means what? To put. So she had put, past tense basically. She put first of all, she just had put her les jupes. Jupe means what? Skirt. Okay, Jupes, skirt. Et les pantalons. So she first put her skirts and les pantalons, pants, basically pantalon. Les pantalons means pants or trousers basically. Au-dessous, okay. If US it's ending, right? DESS, US. If it's ending in US, it is above. It's the same thing, au-dessous, OUS. If it ends in OUS, that means it's above, okay? Below, sorry. So I'll just write it here. Oh, this and all you would have learnt in your 6th grade, okay? Dessous means US, right? So US means above. Just remember, as if US is above and all the other countries are below, something like that. Just, just trick to remember. Of course, US is not above, but yeah. And OUS means below. Okay, this is the difference. So here, what she is doing, above or below? Above. So above the thing, above above the skirts, and first she kept the skirts and the pants. Above that, elle a placé ses chemises en soie. She places, a placé means she placed, okay, past tense. So yeah, place, not places. She placed ses vêtements, ses chemises. Chemise means her dress, her clothes. Not chemise means shirt, right? So yeah, her shirts en soie. Soie means what? Soie. En soie means silk, and en soie means made of silk. Made of. En always means made of. En means made of, and silk. Soie means silk. So now, if I want to say this door is made of wood, I'll say la porte est en bois. This is wood in French. But the clothes are made of silk. So I'm going to say made of silk. Okay, the clothes, the shirts made of silk. So on top, what is she keeping? On above the pants and the skirt, she's keeping her chemise en soie. That means her silk shirts. Et les t-shirts. Okay, and her t-shirts de son mari. The t-shirts of her husband. Okay, so all these things. Il n'ont pas pris. That means il pas pris. Pris again past tense, and pris comes from the verb prendre. Okay, past tense of prendre, that means to take, and they are not taking, it's negation. So they have not taken, or they didn't take, past tense, right? They didn't take beaucoup de vêtements. Okay, they didn't take beaucoup de vêtements means a lot of clothes. Beaucoup de vêtements. Beaucoup means what? Lot. Clothes means vêtements. Vêtements means clothes. Car ils vont rester seulement une semaine. Car means because. C-A-R means because. Okay, car. Okay, means because. And there is one more word which means because. That is parce que. Remember. For pourquoi you write, right? Parce que you write. The parce que and car both mean because. Okay. Because ils vont rester. Ils vont rester is conjugated in future proche. You will learn about that later. Ils vont means they are going to. Rester means to rest or to stay. Not to rest. It means to stay. Yeah. Stay. So they are going to rest. Seulement. Seulement underline. It means only. Okay. Only. They are going to stay there. Stay only une semaine. For only 1 week they are going to stay there. Okay. So that is the meaning of it. So why they haven't packed many clothes? Because they are going to stay there for only 1 week. 1 week you won't need many clothes, right? Next, Manuel et sa sœur. So how many members are there in this family? Manuel et sa sœur. So Manuel is the boy child, and he has a sister, and his mother is Madame Lavinia. His father is Monsieur Lavinia. This is basically we came to know about the family without them telling that. We only came to know, right? Manuel et sa sœur and his sister ont mis leur affaire dans leur sac à dos. Okay, ont mis, that means me again means mettre, means to put, have put Lure means there. Affair means things. AFFARAIRES. Affair. Okay, means things. Okay, underline and write it. Have put their things. Dans leur sac à dos. Dans means inside. Leur means there. Sac à dos means, sac means what, guys? Sac means bag. And à dos. Do, if you have learned parts of the body, you will know it means back. So backpack. Basically, they have put in their backpack. Okay, or backpack. I don't know how do you call that, backpack. Basically, they have put all their things in the backpack. And another word for affair. Affair means things, and the other word you can say is les choses. L'affaire, les choses. Les choses. That also means things only. Okay. Okay, so just remember. So these are just synonyms basically. They both have the same meaning, but they're different words. So you can use anything. So they're putting their things in their sac à dos, in their backpack. Sac à dos also underline. Aujourd'hui, Madame Lavigne a préparé le déjeuner à what is this, 13, right? These 11, 12, 13, sorry, I forgot numbers, I'm very sorry. So yeah, 13. Aujourd'hui means today. Madame Lavigne. So today, Madame Lavigne prepare, again past tense highlighted in pink for you. So has prepared, no, just not has prepared, just prepared. Basically, just simple past, right? So Madame Lavigne prepared le déjeuner. Déjeuner means lunch. A means at, and at which time? 13 hours. That means what? 13 minus 12, 1 o'clock. Basically, at 1 o'clock, she prepared lunch. Okay. Always, you know, right, how to convert the 24-hour cycle into the normal time. You guys know. If you guys don't know, please learn it. Just have to subtract. So 14 minus 12 will become 2 p.m. 15 minus 12 will become 3 p.m. like that. Okay. So she is doing this at 1 o'clock. 13 hours. 13 heures. Okay. Ils ont mangé with a Madame Lavigne à lave les vaisselles. Okay. So ils ont mangé. They ate. This is past tense, right? They ate with. With means V-I-T-E. With means what? Fast. Okay. With a Madame Lavigne à lave les vaisselles. Okay. À lave means to wash. Here it is past tense. So washed, and Madame Lavigne washed the vessels. Vassai means vessels. It's already clearly looks. It, you can make out from your own. Ensuite means next. Next, elle a rangé les chambres et Monsieur Lavigne a fermé toutes les portes. So, many Indian families you would have seen this. Before we leave, your mom will, especially your mom, will do something or the other, some last minute work she'll have. Okay, I'll just do this, I'll just clean this place, I'll just close these doors. So all these are very important works. I'm not saying they're just doing it for wasting time, but they do it at the last minute, right? When you're like leaving at the door, they'll say, okay, I'll just clean the room. Because when you enter back, your house has to be clean, right? So basically what the same thing she's doing. So elle range les chambres, that means she is arranging, or she's just neatly keeping her room. Les chambres, not just her room, all the rooms. Les chambres, all rooms. Et Monsieur Lavigne a fermé toutes les portes. Les portes means doors. La porte is means door. And fermé means to close. So what they are doing, Mr. Lavigne is fermé. He means he closed. Toutes les portes. Toutes means all. Okay. So he closed all the doors. Of course, otherwise robbers will enter, right? So all that basic things they are doing. So what is Madame Lavigne doing? She's just arranging all the rooms, and Monsieur Lavigne is closing all the doors. He closed all the doors. All this is happening in past tense. Ils ont quitté la maison tôt pour arriver à la gare avance. Ils ont quitté means ils ont quitté. On quitté. Quitté means Q-U-I-T-T-E-R. That is a verb. It means to exit, basically. To exit. Okay. Quitté means to exit. Here it is past tense. To. That means so they exited or they went out. They basically went out. So they exited the house, la maison. Tôt. T-O-T. T-O-T. This means early. So what is the opposite? Tard. Okay, opposite of to is tad. Write that also. You will be asked in the comprehension. Opposite. Tad means late, to means early. T-A-R-D if you can't see. Okay. Okay. So they're leaving their house late. Pour arriver à la gare en avance. En avance means in advance. And pour arriver à la gare. So why they're leaving early? Because they have to reach the pour arriver, to arrive at the gare. À la gare. Again, see chapter 4, I have explained what is à la gare. À la gare means station. So railway station. Actually, there's one more thing I wanted to tell. Okay, I'll just tell it here. There are two types of trains, right? One is the normal railway train and one is the metro train. Okay, so for metro stations, you don't say gar. Okay, for metro stations, you don't say gar, you say la station, right? La station. This is for metro station. For railway station, you guys know the difference between a railway and a metro, right? So railway station takes long distances, and that kind of stations you don't say la station, you say gar. So these kind of stations only you say la gar. Okay. So metro stations you can't say la gar. For railway stations only you say gar. But sometimes it's okay. It's just a small information. Technically this is the thing, but of course people use it either or. Okay, I hope you guys can see. Okay. So yeah. So they're going to the gare en avance. Okay. So they've left early because they reach the gare. They want to reach the gare en avance. Ils ont pris un taxi. Don't read this as an taxi car. Okay. Taxi means taxi car only. A car, called taxi. Car again here it doesn't mean car. Car, there's nothing called car in French. Here car means because. Okay. Car doesn't have any meaning called car. There's no vehicle called car and all in French. In English only car is there. So don't get confused when you read. I'm just saying this. So ils ont pris. Ils ont pris means they take. They took. Past tense. Pris means prendre. So prendre means to take. So they took an taxi. They took a taxi because Monsieur Lavigne n'a pas voulu conduire. N'a pas voulu. That means he doesn't want to. Okay, n'a pas. He didn't want to. This is past tense again. N'a pas is there. So he didn't want to drive. Conduire means drive. So basically they took a taxi because Mr. Lavigne didn't want to drive. Didn't want to drive, okay? It's not that he can't drive, he just didn't want to. Voulu. Voulu comes from the verb vouloir. It is the past tense of vouloir has been conjugated here. Vouloir means to wish or to want. Okay? Very important. So yeah, I've made this list and all. Just see it once and pause it and take a screenshot if you guys want. I'm keeping it for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope it's clear. Very, just write it down somewhere if you want. Okay. Pause it, take a screenshot and then, or just write it down somewhere. Okay. Now we'll do the questions. Répondez. Pourquoi Monsieur Lavigne? Pourquoi means why. Monsieur Lavigne a-t-il téléphone à son beau-frère? Why is Monsieur Lavigne calling his beau-frère, his brother-in-law, not his handsome brother, his brother-in-law? Why is he calling his brother-in-law? Answer is given right here because he has to inform that they're coming, right? So how do you write this? You write this exact sentence, no problem. Monsieur Lavigne a téléphone à son beau-frère pour annoncer leur arrivée. Till here the answer will be, okay? That is the answer. Okay. The next question. And there's one more part. Où vont-ils? Où means where. Want means where, go. Okay. Want comes aller conjugation basically. Où vont-ils? Where are they going? So where are they going? Ils vont à Lyon. Ils vont à Lyon. They're going to Lyon. Okay. Next question. Pourquoi n'ont-ils pas pris beaucoup de vêtements? Pourquoi means why. N'ont-ils means are they not. Taking. Pre means take. Why they didn't take beaucoup de vêtements? Lot of clothes. Why they didn't take a lot of clothes? Because she clearly says that parce que ils vont rester seulement une semaine. This will be your answer. Okay, just I'm showing it to you guys. Just write it down. Parce que ils vont rester seulement une semaine. That's the answer. Next, vrai ou faux? Monsieur Lavigne a téléphone à son frère. Is Monsieur Lavigne calling his brother or his beau brother? I mean that beau frère. He's calling his brother-in-law, not his brother. Difference there, right? Brother and brother-in-law, there's a big difference. So it is faux. Madame Lavigne a fait une valise. Madame Lavigne is the one, right, who packs the suitcase. So yeah, vrai. Ils n'ont pas pris beaucoup de vêtements. They don't take beaucoup de vêtements. They don't take a lot of clothes. Vrai. Just discuss right now. Madame Lavigne a fermé toutes les portes. Faux. Why faux? Because Madame Lavigne didn't close it. Monsieur Lavigne, read the text properly and get back. Monsieur Lavigne does that. So see, MME is written over here. That means Madame Lavigne, what was she doing? She was arranging the rooms. She didn't close the door. So that's why I've written faux. Ils ont pris leur voiture. That means they took their vehicle, their car. Voiture means car basically. They took their car. Did they take the car? No, they took their taxi. So it is faux. Why did they take the taxi? Because Monsieur Lavigne didn't want to drive. Now correct the right answer. Cocher means to tick. Cocher means to tick actually. So just correct the right answer. Monsieur et Madame Lavigne vont à Marseille, à Lyon, à la Toulouse. Where are they going? Lyon. Basically, it's written there. Secondly, ils vont rester pour how many days? They're going to rest. They're going to stay there for. Rester doesn't mean to rest. It means to stay. I'm sorry. I'm again and again saying it. It means to stay. So they stay there for une semaine. They stay there for a week, or they stay there for 2 mois. 2 mois means 2 months, or un jour. Are they going to stay there for 2 months, 1 day, or une week, or a week? Une semaine, right? They're staying there for 1 week. Ils ont quitté la maison tôt pour arriver. Why did they leave their house early? Ils ont quitté la maison tôt pour arriver at time. À l'heure means on time. En retard means late. Okay. En avance means in advance. So they basically left the train their house early so that they can arrive in advance. So en avance is the right answer. Then quitter veut dire. Veut dire means what? Oh god, veut dire. Okay, I'm not even to write. So yeah, I'll just show you guys here. I'm so sorry. Veut dire. Veut dire means. Okay, means it means. Okay, like quitter means. So they're asking here. Quitter means. What does quitter mean over here? Quitter mean, I told you, means it means to exit, right? So to exit means you can say venir means to come. So it's not equivalent to exit, right? Sortir means to go. So I can say sortir because to exit, to go out, it's all the same thing. Entrer means to enter. So it's the opposite. So no, quitter means sortir. It's closer, right? Somewhat the meaning is closer. Sortir means to go out, and quitter means to exit. So both mean almost the same thing. So that's all, guys. Your lesson 5 is done. Your main important grammar topic from this lesson is passé composé. I've already made a video on my channel. Check it out. Many of you are asking me grammar videos. I'm not able to take that. I'm very, very sorry. At least for now, I won't be able to take grammar videos. So please bear with me. And after my exams, I'll try to focus more on grammar videos. Okay. And don't forget the Q&A. I'll be uploading one Q&A video. So leave your questions in the comment section. And I'll see you guys very, very soon with a fun video for my relaxation and for your relaxation as well. Because you guys want to know more about me, right? So that's why. So thank you so much. Please take care, stay safe, and leave your questions. Okay. Bye.